All right, let's go on, everybody. I am Double D, and welcome to the third race of the NASCAR Cup Series season at Circuit Americas. So this time around, compared to last year, it's going to be 1 mile less and a lot more laps. We're not going to have that long straightaway. We're still going to have like that big uphill into turn one, and then you're going to go around the corner there. Pretty much the course is cut in half, but I'm excited for it. Hopefully it makes the racing more exciting. And I'll let you guys know, the racing is going to be completely different to what it was the last 2 weeks. We are on a road course instead of a drafting track. So you may still see some names up there that aren't usually up in the front, that are usually good at road courses, but you never know. Anything can happen in the NASCAR Cup Series. So on pole, I believe, is Tyler Reddick, who'll be starting first today. Side by side is his 2311 teammate, Bubba Wallace. And Chase Elliott, my favorite driver, starting in third. Get Carson Hocevar in fourth. Carson Hocevar has made some rivals from last week at Atlanta, where a few drivers got into him and made a lot of other drivers mad, like Ross Chastain. Who else? Chastain, Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney. Yeah, he made quite a bit of drivers not happy. I wonder if they're going to pay him the receipt today. Let's see. Then you got Daniel Suarez, my pick to win today. Shanvik and Gidsbergen in sixth. Let's see. I'm going to put. So, yeah, I pick SVG to win. I mean, a logical pick. He's usually good here at these road courses. He's came close to winning a couple, but just had bad luck not go his way. See what else. Then you got Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, 7th and 8th. 9th, Ross Chastain. 10th, Todd Gilliland. And you got 11th, Denny Hamlin. 12th, AJ Allmendinger, who's really good at road courses as well. Ty Gibbs in 13th. And Connor Zillage, the 18-year-old, making his debut in the 87 Ford Trackhouse. He could have a chance to win today, too. Won Xfinity yesterday. William Byron, Daytona 500 winner. In 15th, 16th, Michael McDowell. 17th, Noah Gragson. 18th, Chase Briscoe. 19th, Christopher Bell. 20th, Zane Smith. Then you go down the field. 21st, Alex Bowman. Logano starting 23rd. Ryan Blaney, 25th. Ryan Blaney doesn't really perform as well on the road courses, I notice. Kozlowski, 26th. 27th, Austin Dillon. Then you got other drivers down there. So, yeah, that's the main drivers that you want to watch today. So, Reddick did win here in 2023, and Chase Elliott did win here in 2021. But Chase Elliott has yet to win a road course in the next gen. Well, that changed today. I'm excited for this race. Now, here's the thing to watch for whenever you're watching these road courses. Strategy will come into play. There'll be drivers pitting early, pitting later than others to try to get ahead of the other driver if they're like pitting a lap earlier. To have like maybe 1 lap fresher tires before they pit. So watch for that because that strategy is going to be all over the place. So, and then of course you got the stage caution, stage 1, stage 2. So there's going to be a chance that we could get more or less cautions.
his driving style. But let's go to our Toyota 10 car, and let's show you one of the things this driver can adjust. It's called the brake bias. The car actually has two brake systems, a front and a rear. There's the knob that's only located on the dash. He can adjust the front rear bias. Now let's go down to the master cylinder and the floorboard. And you've got a front, you've got a rear. If the car is loose getting in the corner of the braking, you can start braking some front braking to it. Just brake as much as you need. Now, if the car won't turn or is tight in the corner, you'll start to brake some rear braking to it. My experience says you will really brake some to it to make that car turn the braking. Guys, this is something they'll be adjusting on all day long, and they're going to wear the paint off that knob.
Yeah, so they're doing their warm-up laps right now. And they're on to one to go, so we're going to be racing in a second.
Yeah, and they are, and they'll use them. There's so many different styles of corners on this racetrack that you have to almost adjust the brake knobs on every lap to make yourself be in a good position to not slide the tire and maximize the braking potential of the car. Beautiful day from the racetrack, temperature 102 degrees, 95 laps. For the race today, they're on the stage.
Okay, make sure that my stream's still running because I've had it going in and out like the past two streams. Make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, it's still working. That's good. All right. The whole field's making their way through the final corners. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to who I predicted, SVG. I think Tyler Reddick's probably going to be in the mix because he's won here in the next gen. Connor Sillage may be there in the end as well. And don't count out Ross Chastain. Chastain's won here in 22. He get his first career win here at COTA. And of his entire career. Okay, pace cars in. Reddick and Bubba Wallace will be making their way out of the final corner. On the straightaway. Green flags in the air for the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix at COTA. Oh, we had Carson Hocevar not even till the first lap is over, is already making contact with Bubba Wallace. And we got Chastain sitting in, and he spins Chase Elliott. What a stupid move by Ross Chastain. And now Chase Elliott's going to be in last. Just ban Ross Chastain from COTA, please. That was so stupid. I mean, that's dumb. That is so dumb. Hocevar trying to be really aggressive, too. They got into a couple of drivers as well. I mean, it's the first lap. There's still a long race to go. And it looks like Connor Sillage is into the wall, and he's got damage. Oh, that's a bummer. But right now, Reddick is in the lead. Bubba Wallace is in second. Hocevar third. Shane Van Gisbergen in fourth. But wow, watch this. Chastain tries to send it. And he just spun Chase Elliott out. Honestly, I wrecked Chastain. I'd wreck Chastain if I was Chase Elliott, because that was a stupid move. I mean, you got to be patient on the first lap. Denny Hamlin's also got damage, too. It looks like that fender is rubbing on his, I think that is right rear or right front. No, that's his right front. That's rubbing. But I'd pit and fix that because that's going to cut the tire down, you'd think. Here we go. Now they're actually getting through turn one. But Tyler Reddick leads right in front of his teammate Bubba Wallace. SVG picked up a spot on Kyle Busch and is now in the top three. And here's Larson under Hocevar. He's going to get into him a little bit. But Hocevar is going to maintain position for a moment. Bubba Wallace wheel hopped it there. Had to check on the brakes so he wouldn't spin out there. Wild couple of laps. Somehow there's no cautions. You can see Reddick has that wider arc going on the turn to find more acceleration to try to better his lap time. Following the others, Suarez sideways through the corners. You do not want to slide the car around because you'll get loose and it can eat up your tire wear. So you don't want that to happen to you. Larson on Suarez's tail. Is he going to pass him this lap? He's probably waiting until he gets to turn one. Yeah, so for Coda, there's 95 laps. As Kyle Larson stays conservative and just stays behind Daniel Suarez. I mean, you don't want to be too aggressive at the beginning of your race. As I usually say, you can't win the race from here, but you can lose it. Yeah, Chase Elliott's already picked up a few positions for me and spun out. I'm sure he'll get back up there. Someone went into the grass there. That can hurt the visibility as you're going around those corners. Bubba Wallace hasn't gotten away. I mean, Tyler Reddick hasn't gotten away from Bubba Wallace, and Bubba Wallace is still in striking distance. But he keeps sliding around, so he's not going to pass Reddick if he keeps doing that. So Reddick has led all the laps so far. Oh, we got a caution. Ty Dillon. Well, that will be a caution if he doesn't get going. We're still green. I apologize. But yeah, he gets it back going, so we stay green. Remember, this is a road course, really wide track. So if a car spins out, it's not going to automatically bring out a caution. Kyle Busch is in the grass. Guess he went in that turn too wide, and he lost a little bit of ground there on SVG. Okay, my stream's still working. Telling you, these guys are racing like it's the last lap, and we're only on lap 4. Yeah, that was Cindric that got into Ty Dillon right there. Yeah, Elliott's still picking up positions. He's mad after getting spun out by Chastain. Yeah, so your top 10 right now. As Ty Dillon still struggling to get to the pits. But if he can't make it, that'll bring out a caution. So we got Reddick, Bubba Wallace, SVG, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Michael McDowell, and AJ Allmendinger, your top 10. Noah Gregson's around. He gets it back going. Bubba Wallace and SVG hit the grass there. You want to make sure you don't go too wide. But SVG looking for the position on Bubba Wallace. He's going to go for it on the inside. Thinks better of it. Doesn't go for it yet, but he's trying to get that run out of the corner. But Bubba Wallace has got a mirror full of the 88 SVG, and he's going to try to put his nose on the inside, but Bubba Wallace shuts the door. Interesting battle for second place right now. Okay, it's still working. And Ty Dillon does make it to pit road, so we'll still be green. See, is SVG going to send it into turn one? No, he doesn't. He tries to get a better exit out of the corner. Which I think he was too far back to make a pass anyway. Unless he wanted to wreck Bubba. Yeah, Kyle Busch has got a good car running in fourth. I think he started 7th or 8th. But around that, he's picked up a few positions, and he's staying in striking distance of the leaders. Kyle Busch hasn't won since Gateway of 2023, and he's trying to change that today. As Bubba Wallace is taking his penalty for going off the track, so he had to stop there to serve it. And now that puts SVG in second. Yeah, Bubba Wallace just did not look comfortable with his car going around those corners. And that cost him a penalty. We're now going to commercial break.
What you got there, Greg? It's important to challenge young homeowners turning into their parents. Not a great start. You gotta turn it. You gotta turn it. Doesn't look structurally sound. They can't help themselves.
Yeah, so at the moment, Reddick's got a sizable lead on SVG. Kyle Busch is getting close to SVG.
Planning to move? Join the 6 million families who discovered a smarter, more flexible way to move with Pods. Save up to 20% now for a limited time. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, save up to 20% at pods.com today.
I forgot to wash my work shirt. Just wear it again. I added Unstoppable. It's a building block, and it keeps all clothes fresh all day. Ooh, I'm gonna be feeling it at work today.
She smells like I'm actually paying attention. Smell Unstoppable. Okay, little Wendy's hack. If you want a super fresh, high quality burger every time, tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hack, right? No? A hack-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
All right. So your top 10 as we speak is Tyler Reddick, SVG, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Carson Hocevar, William Byron, Bubba Wallace, AJ Allmendinger, and Michael McDowell. Yeah, seems like Hocevar has been decent the past 3 races, but I mean, throughout his entire career, even in like the truck series, he is really aggressive, accidentally getting into drivers. But that just comes with experience that you got to know how to race and you got to be aggressive at the right times instead of all the time. I mean, that is helping them to some effect, but more drivers run in, the less respect you have. So. Let's see.
The EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix on Fox is sponsored by Progressive. Progressive Insurance offers round-the-clock protection. And by Ally, the bank that's your ally. 7 laps in Austin, Texas. A lot of thrill rides here.
So SVG is closed in on Tyler Reddick. It's Reddick. I wonder if Reddick's starting to lose the handling on his car, and that's why SVG is closing in. But here comes SVG. When is he going to make the move? You can tell Reddick's trying to work for it more as SVG has a mirror full on Tyler Reddick as they go down the front straightaway. See what SVG does in the corner here. Yeah, SVG tries to get a better entrance. Decides not to go for the dive bomb. Yeah, so Kyle Busch has lost ground to the top two, but I think SVG has the best car right now. And him as an experienced road racer knows how these cars handle. And here comes SVG making the move. He's going to take the lead on Tyler Reddick, but Reddick is going to try to do the crossover. But SVG keeps the position. And we got a new leader, Shane Van Gisbergen, who won on his debut in 2023 at the Chicago Street Race. Is now trying to get him another road course win. Well, let's see what Tyler Reddick does. Is he going to fight back, or is he going to just save his tires until the next pit stop? Here comes Kyle Busch, going to make the move on Tyler Reddick. He wants to battle for the lead. He's going to clear Reddick on the front straightaway. It looks like more to me that Reddick's handling has just went away. You can tell SVG has a lot better arc going into those corners than all the others. Okay, I think my stream's still working. Okay. Yeah, so SVG is more than a second ahead of Kyle Busch. Reddick's dropped back to third. Suarez in fourth. Larson's in fifth. Hosvar in sixth. Byron in seventh. Allmendinger in eighth. Bubba Wallace, who started second in ninth, had a serve penalty earlier. Alex Bowman is in 10th.
this racetrack. It sure takes a complexity of this. 10 to go already. Halfway, first stage. Yeah, and that's where we're really going to see the strategy start to unfold as to who's going to do what. You know, we predicted, to be pretty straightforward the first little bit of this race on the strategy, but it's going to be interesting to see what the fall off is, what the strategy is, and you're gonna have to use these feet to keep those tires underneath you. You see some footwork right here on SVG's car. This is lost weekend. It is the only right foot breaker in the field. Yeah, and when you look at that, that's really an art. I don't know any other way to say it. It's an art that is kind of a lost art in today's world, just because most people use their left foot, and he uses that heel toe to go over and match the RPMs on the upshifts and downshifts, and you'll see him keep that left foot right there on the clutch pedal as he goes up through the gears and downshifts with the brake and the usage of the clutch right there as he downshifts. And now you're going to see the difference of a road course ringer, if you will, with all that experience, and a regular, what I would call regular way to do it with Chris Buescher. You can see the left foot brake. Watch him, the only way I can do it, Kevin. And watch him, yeah, me too. And you really watch his left foot right there, how he modulates the pressure on that brake pressure. And that is really just to modulate the speed of the car. You'll have that initial brake, and then you'll see him adjust his pressure with his left foot on whatever type of corner that is. We try to use a lot of different brake strategies on this particular racetrack. We have a lot of slow corners, a lot of fast corners, and very unique racetrack.
Yeah, watching the foot cam of the SVG and Chris Buescher, you can tell the difference of how the drivers are shifting through the gears.
Slipped up, didn't even miss the corner as well.
So Hamlin's making a move on Buescher around 19th place. And Buescher is going to make the position on him. Yeah, but SVG's already got a big gap on Kyle Busch. More than a second and a half.
Which means, remember, they closed pit road 2 laps before this end of the stage. So I think what you'll see somewhere around lap 17, about 6 laps from now, you'll see most players hitting pit road to get those 4 tires. Thanks, Larry. 37 starters, 36 of them on the lead lap. Ty Dillon, 11 down. Chevrolet's at the front. Van Gisbergen and Busch. Then Rex, Toyota, Suarez, and Larson.
This tax season, do more than just catch up. Spring forward with the free 5.
So we got 9 laps to go on stage 1.
Spring for those new sneakers they need.
As Chase Elliott, who was spun by Ross Chastain on the first lap, is already right behind. Well, I thought that was Hamlin. He's only behind Stenhouse.
On America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the experience.
But Elliott can use some type of strategy to get his way back up there.
The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. What I really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
And my webcam makes my really fat. That's crazy. Like my arms aren't even that fat, and they make them look like huge.
Control GX Gray Reducing Shampoo. Just shampoo like you do to gradually reduce grays. Now boosted with keratin. Hair looks 2 times thicker to keep you looking your best.
That's only 13 laps in, but the race is only 95 laps, and it's a shorter course as well. So I think this race is going to go by faster as long as we don't have that much cautions.
Hey Tyler, think I have what it takes to be part of NASCAR pit crew? You? Yeah, I mean, we keep Xfinity Internet fast and reliable at home and on the go. It's kind of like keeping cars fast and reliable on the track. You thought that add coolant meant driving with your sunglasses on? That doesn't make it cooler? What's a jack? Don't bring him into this.
I don't know, man. I mean, you asked if we could swap gasoline once.
Okay. I shouldn't be in the pit.
Yeah, you see some drivers trying to make moves through the field. Blaney has moved up to 16th after having a bad qualifying. Logano's with him in 17th. I think Logano's been around that position the entire time. Yeah, so Ty Dillon's the only car 1 lap down. Connor Sillage is the last car in the lead lap in 36.
What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. And for the mountains. The EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix on Fox is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless, real unlimited data. And by Busch Light. Race for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. 7 laps to go in stage 1. Tyler Reddick led the first 8 laps. Shane Van Gisbergen has been out front for the last 5, and we were allowed to sit in on their pre-race team meeting.
Solid weekend so far, guys. We've been working on this for a month at the simulator. Not just our group, all 4 groups working together. And I think that proved out yesterday. Fast round truck, race today, 95 laps, stages, 20, 25, 50. There's going to be some next challenges.
You got to Diet Mountain Dew today. It's not Baja Blast.
We'll let you guys know as we get into stage 1 which one of those we're going to be. 5 sets of tires, including the ones we start on. Should be fun. Go over to have some fun. And bring the day.
Yeah, pretty much SVG's just controlling the field. Kyle Busch is about a second back. It seems like Kyle Busch has got a good car today. Don't be surprised that Kyle Busch is good, because he's been decent at road courses in the past.
That's pretty big there, Kevin. Biggest movers early in this race, 14 laps.
Yeah, SVG's not really getting around as good. I wonder if he's wore out the tires a little bit.
When I talked to crew chief Blake Harrison for the 8 car, he said they were disappointed in the way they qualified, but they did make a race trip yesterday. This car was really good, so no surprise. One of the biggest movers of the day. This is the guy that's been in the top 10 in every single one of the races here. He just came over the radio and said he is free in the high-speed areas. He is tight in the low-speed areas. Car not exactly where he wants it to be. Team said, we'll help you out during this next stop. He's moved up into the top 10. In fact, look at the top 9. 8 of them have something in common. They've all won on a road course in the Cup Series. Carson Osler, only driver in the top 9 who has not. 4th place at stake here.
Well, we've talked about those Hendrick cars tonight and how they go over the bumps. We really were impressed with the way that they can get through all the bumps and the way that their car looked. And you see the cars who's creeping towards the back bumper right now, Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, you're looking for grit. Look no further than he made the damn accomplish. All of those cars.
Yeah, so remember, there are battling for stage points as well. We got 5 laps to go in stage 1. SVG's got a decent gap on Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch is there if SVG makes a mistake. I wonder if you're going to see any drivers pit before the stage to play different type of strategy.
Kevin, one thing we saw in practice yesterday, those Hendrick cars seem to have a better ride quality than many of the cars that are being practicing over the bumps here. What could that mean?
Well, I think it's a...
Yeah, so Chase Elliott's only moved up 27th after having that spin by Chastain. But his tires are probably not as good after spinning, because you do lose grip.
He was so dominant in the Gen 6 car. Now, we talk about him not having won a road course race in the Gen 7 car. So much of it is probably just like today.
Okay, my stream's still on there.
He's had the results to go along with his talent on the road courses, but just
Years He's trying to pass John Hunter Nemechek right now. Trying to pass on the outside, but that's just not going to work. Or he's just trying to get the run right here. Let's see, here's Alex Bowman pitting. And here's Michael McDowell. See, drivers are pitting, losing track position to try to get the lead after stage one. Busher almost stalled it.
Yeah, and when you're in a position like Busher and Keselowski and even Alex Bowman right there, you're trying to play the cards to leapfrog some of these guys and gain a second and a half a lap, 2 seconds on those new tires in a short amount of time. So the things that you can't do are make the mistakes like stalling it out of the pit stall, stalling it.
Here's Suarez on Larson.
You do not want to make a penalty in those types of situations.
No, I believe Larson made the pass on Suarez, actually. Well, Suarez is trying to get that spot back. Larson and Suarez are pitting. And Michael McDowell's going to serve a penalty. Of course, pit crew being over the wall too soon. And it looks like SVG is going to stay out to get the stage win, or he's waiting until 2 laps to go. There's a lot of drivers pitting.
Mistakes on pit road, as you see the right tire there on a little bit longer than they probably wanted.
Yeah, a lot of drivers making stops.
Ricky Stenhouse has not been in. Austin Cindric has not been in. They're going to pit at stage end. Yeah, if you're like 9 or 10 seconds back, like Allmendinger back, you can't get on the pit road before it gets closed. About the only ones that can get there this lap would be the leader, Matt Ginsberg, Kyle Busch, and Tyler Reddick. Pit road's going to close, and that means that.
Yeah, let's see. Are they going to take points, or are they going to pit for the next stage? Yeah, SVG is going to pit. And so is Busch and Reddick. Cody Ware's around. Gets it going. You still don't want to have a bad stop, though. And SVG's away. Kyle Busch is right behind SVG. I think Kyle Busch had a faster stop at SVG. SVG couldn't get going, and Kyle Busch was bumping him a little bit.
Yeah, we saw SVG coming out of his pit stall there. He had a little stumble taking off, and that was all that was needed for Kyle Busch to exit the pits right on his rear wheel.
So SVG is going to be in third. Only Bubba Wallace and Joey Logano stayed out to get stage points.
He stayed on the racetrack and really just got caught up to it. So now only 3 drivers that have not yet pitted among the top dozen: Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, and Chase Elliott. Ricky Stenhouse and Austin
Yeah, sometimes you want to take the points, and when you feel like you're not in contention to win the race.
Yeah, so SVG is still going to get some decent amount of points here.
Try to minimize the loss of your.
And so is Chase Elliott.
I think that's what you're seeing. Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, all these guys are trying to just say, hey, we know that we're not in a position to win the race right now, so we need to capitalize on all the stage points that we can to put ourselves in a position point-wise to have a good day regardless of what the finish says.
I like this race for the lead right here. Bush is not going away. He's going to put the pressure on SVG.
See, 1 lap to go until the end of stage 1. Is Kyle Busch going to make the move on SVG right here? Thinking about it, but SVG goes the defensive line into turn 1 and positions his car perfect so Kyle Busch cannot do the crossover. But Kyle Busch, not that far away, though.
He is flirting with that corner, and I don't know. Somebody needs to be warning him. If I was his crew chief, I would definitely be warning him that he's cutting it too close. That's the second or third time I've seen it. So Logano, 5.5 seconds back, in no position to challenge Wallace for the stage win. Third on back, happened pretty closely together. And Gisbergen, Busch, Elliott. Now then, Reddick Larson, Suarez, Byron, and Allmendinger in the point-paying positions. Final lap, stage 1. Wallace through 19.
So Bubba Wallace out of the last corner. And he's going to win stage 1. SVG still ahead of Kyle Busch. He's going to get third. Kyle Busch is going to get fourth. Chase Elliott in fifth. Sixth, Reddick. Seventh, Larson. Eighth, Byron. Well, I think Byron's actually in ninth. But Suarez is in eighth, Byron's in ninth, and AJ Allmendinger's in 10th. And that's stage 1. So SVG should be the leader once we start stage 2.
Patients with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscle circulation, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, tremors, slow or uncontrolled body movements, restlessness and feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common.
Let's see who got the stage 1 right there.
Ask about Vraylar. AbbVie could help you save.
This is John Mama. For the best pre-owned vehicles, the power advantage. Every vehicle is inspected, serviced, and ready right now. Search vehicles for everybody. Factory certified vehicles and Motorgen certified vehicles with top-rated warranties up to 100,000 miles, 5-day money-back guarantee, and a 72-hour exchange policy. For pre-owned, you're covered with the best selection, financing.
So that was an interesting stage. We're going to see what happens after it.
Introducing a redesigned Mix Experience for a sports destination unlike any other, with an expanded assortment of the latest styles and the best gear that takes your game to the next level and beyond.
I will be right back.
Interactive experiences and a commitment to expert service. Welcome to an entirely new generation Mix.
He could be in the running rate with an 11% rebate on everything in the Dogs. Get superior protection with Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It helps maintain fuel efficiency and provides advanced protection against wear, friction, heat, and deposits. A 5-quart jug is $21.99 after rebate. Prevent costly Shell Rotella T4 Heavy Duty Diesel Motor Oil. It offers triple protection against wear, deposits, and emissions. Just $12.99 a gallon after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Alex, and I'm Maureen. And we're the owners of Park Homestead 11 and Illinois. Box 2 Noon covers my neighborhood.
The Barn Bar, the county's best hangout, just got better. Cheers to living smooth with the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
The 2025 IndyCar season continues on Fox. IndyCar heats up in Thermal, the next stop on the road to the Indy 500. Sunday, March 23rd, 3 p.m. Eastern, live on Fox. Here in Austin, Bubba Wallace has won stage 1. And the highest point in Greater Austin, Texas is 230 feet above sea level. And that's where we'll find Chris and Jamie.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I hope that drone is one of ours, JD. But this is the highest point that you could watch a NASCAR race, so over 250 feet. So that's about 50 feet less than the Statue of Liberty. We're 22 stories high. You can see the entire track. It's over 1,500 acres here, and you can see so far across Texas. You can see Dallas football fans very disappointed. But with a great view, could you call? And also we have, by the way, the see-through bottom all the way down. It's like the Nose Bar in Vegas. Could you call a race from here?
Chris, I've made some poor decisions in life, and this is going to go in that category. Well, I don't know that the height is as bad as the wind that we have today blowing here in Texas. You see the flag sticking straight out, but obviously incredible perspective of the track up here.
Yeah, why, as to the track, why such impatience so early from drivers? And it's really been more than one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, track position is everything. We know how hard it is to pass. It's going to be a challenge for Chase Elliott to get back up through there, and Chastain made a mistake on the first lap, but I think it shows you that these guys are going for it every single lap.
And for the fans who came up here to enjoy the race, it really is a great view. You can take stairs, which we did not, or you can take the elevator. Let's get back to the guys. By the way, the stage 1 winner here in Austin, he's never gone on to win the race. Mike?
Thank you, Chris. I will not tell what Bubba Wallace said, but thanks. All right. Safety car leads them around here. Wallace, Logano have not yet made pit stop, so Ricky Stenhouse has come to pit road, and so is Chase Elliott.
You can see Chase Elliott changing that toe link that got bent from the contact early on in the first corner with Chastain. Need to get that repair fixed, costly here, but let's fix it as early as possible. This car is fast. He was very competitive. You can see that by the speed and where he started. Let's get this repair fixed and maybe he can drive back up to the field. You're going to need some sort of stage strategy or something to get that track position up.
Well, the good news for Chase is they were able to make sure that they fixed the car, and he got stage points like you were saying. And that's the unique part about this road course strategy is you have all those options, and you saw Joey Logano. They know they're not good. They know they have to win the race, but if they can come out of here with those points, man, does it look like to get Monday in the point standings? It sure does.
All right, I'm back.
Consequence of sure the fans get to see the cars go by more often, but the caution laps are much shorter too. Today's aero coverage provided by Goodyear since 1925. And keep driving. What a beautiful racing facility.
Okay. So my stream's still working. That's good. Y'all hear my loud smacking.
It sounds like it's going to get even busier building an amusement park over here. I can't wait to try that roller coaster out west back. But while stage 1 has run more laps in the top 5 today than in his prior.
I guess they still haven't pitted yet.
It's a big turnaround for him. Good opportunity. Made a little bit of mistake there early. Stopped it and paid his penalty, but capitalized on all them stage points. So that is Wallace's pit. Well, going to ride along today with Austin Dillon, the British Tree camera, including a 360-degree view. Here's Richard Silver's Racing Chevrolet. Christian Bell, who led one lap at Atlanta, was on the count of carrying our Toyota Cam today, including a 360 view. Brian Prix has the BuildSubmarines.com camera on board his RFK Mustang. AJ Allmendinger has the Celsius onboard camera, including that front bumper cam. It's still there.
I'd say that thing gets used before the end of the day for sure.
All right, the leaders are on pit road. Logano and Lawrence Josh.
Every two Logano stage points were the important thing, which is why he stayed out for Joey Logano. He said he's loose to the end.
All right, so there's cars that haven't pitted. Bubba Wallace and Logano, who stayed out for stage points.
For Bubba Wallace, there was a plan change because of that Tapico penalty, deciding to get the stage point. As for the car right now, hurt the rear tires early on the front. That's the left. The trip overall, he's been trying the same thing.
And Logano beats Bubba Wallace off pit road.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently.
So we're still on commercial break.
Trelegy keeps airways open.
So your top 10 now is SVG, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Daniel Suarez, William Byron, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, and Carson Hocevar. William Byron did win this race last year. So don't be surprised that he has a fast car here.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
The floor gets legendary.
Get it? Try and swim. Sea creature.
That was crazy.
The floor's all new Wednesday on Fox.
This is John Ballerino. You want the best? We've got the best. That's the Bomber Advantage from Bomber Automotive. Search Missouri's best selection of new and hand-picked made vehicles. New vehicles have a Bomber nationwide warranty, 10 years, 200,000 miles. Overturn certified vehicles have a comprehensive warranty up to 100,000 miles, 5-day money-back guarantee, and a 72-hour exchange policy. Get the best selection, financing, bonuses, and more for your trade. That's the Bomber Advantage from Missouri's #1 automotive. 24/7 at Bomber.com.
Start a business. You have to stay connected at all times.
As we've been growing the studio, Spectrum's been there every step of the way. I'm always able to make the phone call that I need. I'm able to shoot that text message or that email. Every vital piece of equipment that we have here uses Spectrum.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $40 a month. Backed by the
Let's see where Logano and Bubba Wallace cycled after they pit. They rejoined 13th and 14th. That's actually not bad.
I haven't had change my spot for the game. My butt is numb, and my back won't be the same. Value City sober is what I really need. At the sale today with their prices guaranteed.
Visit our store to be the quality choice at Value City Furniture.
Stay in the know everywhere you go. Download the Fox 2 News app today.
Michael Walker here. I'm alongside Johnny Perez. Johnny is one of the many experienced guys at EchoPark Automotive. He's here to make sure you get the car you're looking for and a 5-star experience.
That's right, Mike. What EchoPark wants us to do is drive
Live from 943 Buffalo, New York, off of what can only be described as an industry-changing event. John Cena sending shockwaves through the wrestling world as he and Bianca Belair survived the Elimination Chamber and punched their ticket to WrestleMania. Bianca will be in the house tomorrow night live to witness Io Sky one-on-one with Rhea Ripley for her Women's World Championship. Plus, War Raiders defend the World Tag Team titles against the Creed Brothers. Ivy takes her shot at Lyra Valkyria in the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Many of America's great racetracks were all the brainchilds of Overton Smith, who began by building Charlotte Motor Speedway with Curtis Tri in 1960. There are some of the notable tracks that he created. Great equals speed, like Texas Motor Speedway, and was quite a visionary. Really helped make this sport as great as it is today. Ricky would have turned 98 years old today.
Amazing guy, amazing vision, amazing life, and
All right, we are back from commercial break, by the way.
just fine with this sport of NASCAR.
Well, Clint, we saw shenanigans on the pre-race with you, my friend. We saw shenanigans on the first lap.
I'm gonna be more ready for this.
Will we see more shenanigans on this restart in turn one?
Yeah.
All right. Is it going to be less hectic than lap one? Are we not going to have any crashes, or let's see what happens here?
Did you see that? Yeah, but I think yours is a whole lot more handsome than the one covered in hairspray.
All right, so the one, the white one over here on your left here is Kevin Harvick. I found Harvick and I found Chris Myers.
Is that a three-legged?
Oh no. Just like he's lackadaisical, just like mothers. He's taking a break. But my gosh, what an opportunity it landed right before me.
I'm not sure we can be friends anymore.
What are they calling things?
Exactly what I'm thinking of you right now.
Perfect fit. Such a perfect fit. Couldn't have worked any better. Here we go. We're going green, boys.
All right. Toyota Super GR pace car.
All right, pace cars in. Kyle Busch and SVG will be side by side. See if anyone behind them is going to try to dive in into turn one. Here we go. Green flags back in the air. Kyle Busch got on to start a lot better than what SVG has. And it looks like Larson's going to be looking on the inside of Tyler Reddick right behind. But SVG is going to clear Kyle Busch for the lead. Kyle Busch got the better start, but SVG had the better corner. And Reddick is back to second.
And this is when it gets really hard with the track limits right here. When you're side by side, you're following a car. 3, 4, and 5 is where they're officiating that. So see some contact right there between teammates.
Yeah. Seemed like everybody's getting through better this time.
And that's exactly what we expected right there. These guys are learning as they go through these restarts. You're going to continuously see that get more aggressive as we see 3 wide again into turn 12.
Bowman was making it 3 wide right there. And now Hocevar locked up getting into Chris Buescher and Ty Gibbs right behind Hocevar as well. And here's Tyler Reddick trying to make the pass on SVG. But Kyle Busch on the inside of Tyler Reddick. Reddick was more paying attention to the leader than Kyle Busch right behind, and Kyle Busch gets second place back. And here Kyle Busch on the inside for the first time today. Makes a move on SVG. New leader, Kyle Busch. SVG's, not handling as good. And Reddick almost got past him. I'm telling you, with this being like a shorter track, the cars have been a lot closer to each other. SVG hit the curb there a couple of turns ago. Not having as good of ground as what Kyle Busch is having. It seems like since right before stage one ended and right now Kyle Busch has got the better car. Suarez giving the bumper to Allmendinger. But Allmendinger's not phased. So after the last couple of laps, your top 10 is Kyle Busch, SVG, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Alex Bowman. And here's Larson trying to look for a move on Chase Briscoe. Going to wait another corner for it. But instead, here's Christopher Bell on Kyle Larson. But Larson's going to get the spot back. And Alex Bowman waiting on Bell as well. I'm telling you, if you got to get a pass done, you got to do it quick. Because if not, the car will pass you from behind.
You should go to T-Mobile. You can trade in a broken phone and they'll give you a brand new iPhone 16 Pro on them. Where'd you get gun from? It was under my seat. When's this thing over? At T-Mobile, new and existing customers get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us when you trade in your busted old phone. Plus, families can switch and save 20% versus the other big guy's best plan, plus streaming. It's over.
When my doctor gave me Breasttreat for my COPD, things changed for me. Breasttreat gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breasttreat won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttreat more than prescribed. Breasttreat may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breasttreat.
Okay, little Wendy's hack. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hack.
As Kyle Busch still has a lead on SVG. He's about a second back. And they're both away from Tyler Reddick, who is a second and a half behind the leader. Byron, last year's winner, here in fourth.
It's Kubota Orange Days, now through June 30th. Get zero down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. See the details and find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Wonder if Chase Elliott had a problem again because he has not gained any ground. He is back in 36th.
Children's book about wedding. America loved it. Joseph loves the smell of unleaded gas. He hates imperfection. He doesn't believe in that. Sunday. Joseph flies.
So yeah, I think it's pretty much getting to the end of the stage here. Because in this long run, your tires start to degrade, and you may want to save your tires more to make more moves later on.
Steady 25 miles an hour. And those are big flags. And they are out straight here. So no surprise.
Yeah, so Kyle Busch has extended that gap on SVG. I think it's pretty much clear that Kyle Busch has got the best car right now.
From a driver's perspective, it's just those gusts of wind that'll grab the car and push it to whatever direction it's blowing in, inside, outside, whatever it is. Those bursts of wind. Sometimes.
Well, I noticed the big difference in compared to the track last year. The leaders haven't really been able to get away from drivers that much.
Lurking, you might say, in fourth place, but he is a charger. If there's any way to get that on the front up toward the front, he'll find it.
Well, this guy right here, William Byron, he's had a lot of success, as you see.
Here comes Briscoe on Larson, or on Daniel Suarez right behind. But Suarez looks like he's going to maintain position. He's going to force Briscoe wide. And that's going to open the door for Larson in 8th place. Trying to make the move. I wouldn't mind Kyle Busch winning. It's been a while since he's last won a race.
There's been a lot of talk about track limits, and apparently, well, a number of people were confused. Here's the 16.
Right, NASCAR just made a change. There's no track limits in turn 6 at the race. No track limits in turn 6 only. I didn't realize it was.
Well, that's new. You heard me say it. All the drivers, every single one of all the teams are talking about that. I don't think it was a change. I think they just didn't include 6.
Well, we're talking about track limits in the S's. On the old configuration, turn 6 would be right in the middle of the S's. And I'd have to go back to the driver crew chief handout to see the specific turn numbers.
Looks like SVG's getting closer to Kyle Busch, though.
As for the car, though, he was not very confident when he got in that race car this morning. He told me a little while ago, before he climbed in, he said, I don't think we're going to be good. We could not get the grip on the front of the car that I wanted. Well, the latest update from Engine, the front of the car needs a little bit more turn, but the back is really good. Shouldn't be surprising. We know how good he is on these road courses, but looking very good right now.
And yesterday, he was not happy at all. He complained the whole time about his car and how bad it was, especially after that first session. But that's really been the progression of really everybody, including the car in front of him, Tyler Reddick. They progressed through the weekend to make their cars better. And that's the constant evolution as we've gone into the race as well.
Yeah, Kyle Busch, SVG did gain some time on Kyle Busch. It's now less than a second.
Another Hendrick driver who's not going to be very happy is Kyle Larson. Turn number 3 exceeded track limits.
So Chase Elliott not making any ground, and Kyle Larson's got a penalty.
On the outside of the candy cane runoff there, away from the track surface, that's cutting the course. You do the stop and go to turn 13 and 14. And guess what? He was pulled away from Allmendinger now as
Now SVG has closed the gap on Kyle Busch, so he's getting close to make a pass. And they're going to commercial break whenever the battle is heating up. But now it's side by side, so that's good. So yeah, Larson having to give up a few positions because of him cutting the track.
That's right. Let's play. That's for slapping that woman. That woman was my wife. That's for slapping your wife. A working man. Rated R.
Life doesn't come with an owner's manual. Freedom is getting to write your own.
See what SVG does. Is he gonna save his car, or is he gonna go for the pass right here? He's entering on the outside and turning on the inside, trying to gain more ground on Kyle Busch for the corners. I say the racing's been good today, better than last year.
Hi, I use Prix Fade-Defy Plus, and I use this. Prix has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first stay fresh for 50 days. 50 days? Mind your life means I'll never freshness. Prix Plus.
Bush Guy, cold and smooth survival skills. In unpredictable conditions, pack layers, both for your body and your beer.
Yeah, SVG's got a mirror full, or Kyle Busch has got a mirror full of SVG now. They have checked out from Allmendinger and William Byron in fourth. As long as nothing crazy happens, I think it's going to come down to those two today.
Welcome to new places, familiar faces, and memories in the making.
Oh, now SVG is showing the bumper to Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is still in the lead, but here they come into turn one. Big passing opportunity for SVG. Is he going to take it right here? And we won't know because Fox doesn't want to show the good racing at the right times. Cuts to something else. So SVG has yet to make the move. But he's there. He's going for it now in this corner right here. And SVG, and he does give Kyle Busch room. That was a good pass by SVG right there. Will Kyle Busch try to fight him back here?
It's a left-hander, and so are the next two corners. So if you don't get it done there, you got more opportunity.
That's a great point. Larry? Yeah, of course, Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88, he just took the lead, and we're 9 laps into this run. For about the first 5 laps, he complained about the front not gripping. And guys, I've talked to a lot of people about short and long run speed. Looks like the 88 has long run speed. Tyler Reddick does not have long run speed. It can come from several things. The air pressure they're running, how aggressive they are with the setup, especially with the shock settings. And quite honestly, Clint and Kevin, you guys know this. I think a driver can make a big difference in short run and long run speed. Taking care of it never really good.
Certainly can. That's exactly what you see. I think a combination of low air pressure, that's what the turn was. Wouldn't turn for a while, that air pressure built up, and now he's about a half a second faster.
You see what Kyle Busch does. He's going to send it into turn one, but SVG knows how to defend the pass, and he keeps the spot. Okay, glad to see my stream's still working. Connor Sillage is making his way through the field just past Brad Keselowski. or 16th, I believe. Really getting into it. Keselowski's really getting into it with Zillage right here. Going to pass him on the inside. Trying to run Zillage a little wide. Couldn't do it. And Zillage takes the position. Zillage is up to 16th, SVG's teammate.
Yeah, and that's going to be the most eye-opening thing for Connor today. We've seen him go through the field and all the things that he's done as we ride on board with AJ Allmendinger, but Connor Zillage has made his way through the field in a very methodical way. And as he gets closer to the front and starts racing around those guys that have a lot of the same pace as him, it'll be fun to watch the battle of the guys that are trying to outwit each other at that point, because these guys are also good under the braking. That's really what sets these guys apart from being faster or slower than the other guys. They're good in the braking zones, and as you saw, Zillage right
Yeah, Zillage is about to close in on top 15, right behind Ty Gibbs. AJ Allmendinger has closed the gap to Kyle Busch. Well, it looked like he did for a second. I guess it's going in on the corner.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights for bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Thompson's new red door looks sharp, right?
Did we need to wave her down to tell her that?
No.
Yeah. For a young homeowner turning into their parents, the neighborhood is their life.
I wonder who's visiting the Bergs. It's not their car. Hey guys, who's winning? Now, most of the neighborhood uses Progressive for their cars and houses.
Let's take a look at your top 10. SVG, Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger, William Byron, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, and Chris Buescher. Your top 10. Yeah, so Zillage is now 15th after getting past Ty Gibbs. Yeah, Chase Elliott hasn't really been able to do anything. He's only passed a couple of drivers. He had a good chance of winning this race if it wasn't for Ross Chastain.
Okay, guys, instead of getting WeatherTech, I saved a few bucks and got some cheap foreign-made floor mats. But they really stink. So put these on.
Ruby, Mom, I'm thirsty.
Don't settle for cheap, stinky formats. At WeatherTech, we make our floor liners and cargo liners here in America out of pure, non-toxic American materials.
Dad, next time get WeatherTech. They don't stink.
Alright. Find out everything we have at WT.com.
Experian can cancel subscriptions you forget about. Or who needs that more?
Yeah, so the gap's still about the same between SVG and Kyle Busch. Oh, Jordan Love's on the Experian commercial. Let's go. Showing respect to us. To the Packer players. As you can tell on some of the stuff in my background, some Packer stuff.
AJ Allmendinger by a narrow margin. They're 3.5 seconds ahead of the field. Today's turn of coverage provided by Goodyear with the best seat in the house since 1925. Happy 100 to the Goodyear Club. Downtown Austin. We're out past the airport out in the hill country.
Yeah, AJ Allmendinger has closed on Kyle Busch. So right as we cross the line next, there'll be 6 laps to go in stage 2.
these road courses, Allmendinger's just one of those guys that he just never quits. He never goes away. He's always driving the car to the edge of it.
Yeah, keep an eye on Connor Zillage. He's already up to 14th. And Bubba Wallace hasn't really recovered that much from his spin either, although he did get a stage win earlier.
Everything that he brings to the road course program to put themselves in a position a lot to win these races.
Austin Cindric's also not having a good race. Ty Gibbs got into the grass. He'll lose a couple positions, and he's going to try to bump Justin Haley. Couldn't really do much there.
Yeah, that really set the tone for the beginning part of this race for him. I mean,
There you go.
Ross to be a contender today, and really from that point forward hasn't really been in contention to run in the top 5. But
Yeah, I mean it was a mistake for sure. Saw the mole horns on the hood, and then saw him turn up pretty early. Yeah, he started 9th, but was trying to lead coming out of turn 1. Didn't work out well for him, and even worse for the number 9 of Chase Elliott, who got turned around there and hasn't climbed out of the top 30. Here's a look at it back on the initial start of the race. The white car way to the inside. It's Chastain.
yeah, he's just in there way too far. You know, that's the first lap of the day, and put a lot of those guys in a position that they had nothing to do with, but just a way more speed than. And his angle wrong right there. You see the 9 get turned around, and right in front of Denny Hamlin's car get turned off. Zillage tore up. So, you know, I think that we saw him giving the lecture last week to Carson Hocevar. I'd say that might be a couple of them waiting at his door when he gets out this week.
And Zillage has done a nice job of climbing his way back through the lead. In fact, it has taken him not more than 2 laps to pass each car as he has climbed back up through now to 14th place.
Well, if this kid with that pace, we knew that he would be a contender for to run well inside the top 10. But, you know, today he's putting on a.
Right, it looks like Hocevar and Buescher are battling for 10th and 11th. I'd be commentating more, but there's not really as much going on right now.
You get on these road courses and you have those guys that just have that elite level of capability on the road courses, it makes it fun to watch.
Track events at turn 5. Brad Keselowski and Austin Dillon leading this round of pit stops.
So Denny Hamlin's going to have a stop and go. He just got a penalty, and now pit stops are starting. Looks like Keselowski and Austin Dillon are pitting.
Is if that caution comes out before you make your green flag pit stop that others have, you're going to give up a ton of track position. So it's kind of a cat and mouse game.
Thanks, Larry. They will stay on the lead lap after making those pit stops.
And this is just not a track that is notorious for a bunch of cautions. We see a lot of green flag runs here, so you know, playing that strategy to try to catch a caution, you have to get lucky anywhere that you go. But I think here it's even raised percentage just because of how few cautions we typically have, especially in the middle portion of the race.
We'll see who else pits too. Who's going to stay out for stage points. Honestly, I'd pit before the caution because I wouldn't try to get stage points. If you're trying to win the race, I wouldn't try to get stage points this late in the race. Well, here's Suarez, Reddick, and others.
He's just never in the middle of any kind of controversy, just kind of out there running the separation. Next thing you know, he's taking your money, your trophy, headed to the house.
Well, you see Buescher kind of stumble there again out of the pit stop. these cars are hard to get going with the way that everything works gearing-wise here. So you have to rev that engine up and get those tires spinning a little bit, get down that pit stop, because you can't give up any time. We can't make mistakes on pit road. We've seen that a number of times, especially the guy in second there, Kyle Busch. We've seen him run up for a lot and have some mistakes on pit road, so hopefully not today.
Okay, there goes Cindric.
Cutting the track at turn number 5. They're cycling through here. Driver second place, Kyle Busch. 1.5 seconds in front of him. That's Jake Van Gisbergen, who's now led 19 laps. Reynolds.
Okay, I'm happy my stream's working today.
And we're going to see that at the end of the race, because you really start to see cars start to back up. You see who has the best long run cars, and there's just a lot of cars and goers as we go through the tire wear.
There's another thing that comes with that nutrition. This is hard on these drivers. They're so busy out there, shifting, turning, all these different corners, all these different things that's going on. This is a very tiring race. It's hot out here.
Trouble for John Hunter Nemechek, who you saw in the back of that picture a second ago. Commitment line violation. Coming to.
So John or Nemechek had a commitment line violation on pit road. So that's going to hurt him. And now there's a lot of drivers pitting here. Byron, Alex Bowman, Carson Hocevar's in. Connor Zillage, I think I just saw pitting as well. There goes Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell as well. Logano's pitting as well. He's not going to stay out and get stage points. And Larson looks like he's got a problem on pit road. Looks like he didn't get the tire on. He's going to lose quite a bit of track position. Okay, here comes Allmendinger, Kyle Busch, SVG. The leaders are in.
Yeah, Kyle Busch obviously spent quite a bit of time at the front of this race. 9 laps, pretty quiet about the feedback on the radio. Inspired to say, don't overdo your entry into one.
Jake Van Gisbergen in the 88 car right now. He made the first last adjustments for GC in the morning. Now he's just needing a little bit of overall turkey talk.
And SVG's away. He's ahead of Kyle Busch. And there's a loose wheel. Kyle Larson has lost a wheel. That's going to be a caution, I believe. Kyle Busch trying to battle SVG for the presumably lead after everyone hits. Good side-by-side racing between SVG and Kyle Busch. Maybe there is no caution because the wheel is off the course. SVG bumps Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch makes the pass. So it went from bad to worse for Kyle Larson.
Shift around as that lock keeps the wheels on the axle, but it won't come off. But sometimes you don't feel it, and that right front tire off that 5 cars will ruin their day.
So it looks like Ryan Prix, Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell are going to stay out for stage points.
Well, this is exactly what we talked about at the end of the first stage. You've got guys that are here to minimize minimize the losses of their day. And today, we've seen it in stage 1, now you're going to see it again in stage 2. You want to make something out of your day, like we talked about the points, and now it's Ryan Prix, to gather those points in stage 2.
Right, stream is still working.
Yeah, he's definitely put himself in a position to have a good point state for sure, which is not something that they've always done.
On states that loses, yeah, it stays the way it is. That's 13 points for him.
I'm glad that you're on board with counting those points now, Clay.
Blaney started 25th, did not have the fastest car coming into today's race, obviously, so a chance to maximize stage points.
Yeah, we haven't seen really any of those cars be competitive as far as keeping up with the Toyotas and Chevrolets. They've just not had the speed that those cars have had. We've talked so much about them on the super speedways, but their road course stuff has definitely not been as good as the other two brands.
Final lap of stage number 2. There from the buildsubmarines.com cam, you can see.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Prix is going to easily win this stage. Ryan Blaney in second, Michael McDowell in third, Kyle Busch, who passed SVG, for fourth, SVG's fifth, sixth, Allmendinger, seventh, Wallace, eighth, William Byron, ninth, Christopher Bell, and 10th, Daniel Suarez.
Is going to pick up his second career stage win here by 2.4 seconds over Ryan Blaney and Michael McDowell. Kyle Busch and Shane Van Gisbergen will be racing stars on 4th and 5th with the former modified champ Prix.
So Ryan Prix, who flipped at Daytona, is going to win stage 1.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Michael, who've taken those out there.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm Michael, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, death, and others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had NTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking of the sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
On Chewy, save 35% and shop all your favorite brands. For any taste or any diet, at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Okay, little Wendy's hack. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hack, right? Now, a hack-free burger made fresh for you, gotta be Wendy's.
The Barn Bar, the county's best hangout, just got better. Cheers to living smooth with the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
The EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.
How aggressive is too aggressive? Do you think he did anything wrong, or is he just...
Keep standing on the gas. Okay. Keep standing on the gas. As long as you have shoulders big enough to take all the criticism and everything that comes with it. You know, he made a big mistake with Blaney and got off center and spun him out. I didn't see exactly what really made Kyle Busch mad, but I mean, he was making aggressive moves all day. He has a driving style that is very aggressive. He's not scared to put that car in places that it shouldn't be and take chances. And there's going to be some times when he's got 4 or 5 guys mad at him after the race. They're the better way to learn.
Join Kevin and the crew every Tuesday and Thursday for NASCAR's #1 on the charts podcast, Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour, presented by EchoPark Automotive. You know, in 15 years, Darrell Waltrip said a lot of great things, and one of them was, I'd rather take a young driver and rein him in than take a young driver and have to try to speed him up.
Can't speed him up. You can only pull the reins back.
Well, that's a fact. And Carson's fast. They've made their cars better. And I think you've seen that with the performance and things that he's put on so far this year. But, you know, you got to make sure you got to correct some of the mistakes that you make. And if you're okay with having those broad shoulders and learning on the fly, it's very good that he has the speed. So you just have to correct some of those mistakes.
Well, let me add one thing to that. You've got to earn the trust of the people you're racing with, too.
Well, eventually it's going to bite you, I think. You know, they all say, heard it last week, we're going to wreck him, we're going to wreck him. Nobody's really wrecked him.
Well, he got wrecked yesterday in the Xfinity race.
Okay.
And that's going to happen, but that's okay. I mean, take your lumps, and when you get wrecked every once in a while or shoved down the groove, that's kind of the trial by fire that happens on the racetrack, especially in the Cup Series. So it's, you know, I love the speed that he has, and you know, it'll be fun to watch it evolve if he can handle all the criticism.
I think that's just it. He is fun to watch. He's going for it. He had an opportunity. I like it. He took it. It's apologize a little bit.
The road is open.
Let's start with Brian Prix.
All right, I'm back. So the ones that haven't pitted are pitting now.
Getting better as the run goes along.
Well, it's interesting that you hear Prix talk about 3 and 4 because that's a flat section of the racetrack, a rhythm section, and you have slow sections. So usually, if your car is working good in the slow section,
Oh, interesting. McDowell stays out.
All right, 2 stages are history in Austin. Who will capture the flag at the end of this race? Let's get ready to rumble! Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm ready to be making the dance rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Looks like the Millers got some new furniture. And the Garcias? What? The Templeworths? Orange Days. Honey! Orange Days are here. Ashland's biggest sale of the year. Don't miss it. President Trump's address to a joint session of Congress. Watch as he speaks on our nation's biggest issues and his vision for America. Plus, insight and analysis you don't want to miss.
All right, so they're under caution right now, so let's look at the standings. So, yeah, McDowell decided to stay out. I guess he's trying to do a different pit strategy. We got McDowell, Kyle Busch, SVG, AJ Allmendinger, William Byron, Christopher Bell, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, and Chris Buescher in 10th.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions, we are raised on.
Introducing a redesigned Dick's experience for a sports destination unlike any.
Okay, my screen's still working. All right. I wonder what's going to happen. Hopefully SVG tries to get the win.
Hey, Coach Gibbs. Hey, Brandon.
over the years, what's one thing you'll never forget? Those ice water baths poured on me after this game. No fault. So what brings you to Menards besides the great prices and services? A new water heater. You come to the right place. Menards has the best selection of original water heaters. Let's just leave the coach. What do you buy? A water cooler. To celebrate our next big goal. No.
Live after stage 2 and moments ago, Ryan Prix captured stage 2. Fords have led the most laps in the first 2 races coming into this one. They have yet to have a victory. That's something Prix hopes to change if they can hang on. Jane Nibigar and Chris Myers from the observation tower. We're still observing. We're down in the pits keeping an eye out. Thanks, Kyle Busch. A story in position to maybe end that 59 race winless streak, the longest of his career. What surprised you?
Yeah, I think the pole sitter Tyler Reddick, we thought he was going to be a contender to run with SVG and some of these guys up front, has faded back just inside the top 10, but expected a little more out of him today.
Shane Van Gisbergen came in as the favorite in this, according to those betting and the odds that were put. Ross Chastain on the one puts, lap 1, turn 1, and the one car into Chase Elliott, causing some problems. Danny Hamlin also has worked his way back after that, and Hunter Sillis, the 18-year-old, went down the pit, but has worked his way back.
Yeah, Zillich's back up in the top 14. We see right here, this could have been a huge wreck. You see Austin Cindric gets into Ty Dillon right there, puts the 10 car into the outside wall. Didn't bring a caution out, though. They were able to get back and double longs after a penalty, was able to go on Chris and win stage 1.
Yeah, Shane Van Gisbergen was left the most laps, taking the lead from Ryan Busch. And those two are in position still going back and forth. Kyle Larson a moment ago losing a tire. And what happened on lap 44, Everett Motorsports has had 2 of the 4 winners here. And William Byron, by the way, has worked his way back up from far out. Free falling. They'll update you on that. We'll take a look.
Ross Chastain, what?
He's falling back as the Fords again have the lead at the moment.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this battle with this.
I think right now Ross is running 13th. Well, hopefully he'll be running last when Chase Elliott catches back up to him and wrecks him. Because, yeah, he ran straight into Chase Elliott earlier. Like, that was a stupid move on lap 1.
Everybody is on a 2-stop strategy except Michael McDowell, the 71. I love his crew chief, Travis Peterson.
Here we go. Michael McDowell trying a different strategy of not pitting and see if he can actually maintain his track position. And then whenever it's time for him to pit, can he make it to the end?
Thanks, Larry. So 5 Chevrolets at the front, led by McDowell, who did not stop. And Kyle Busch, Van Gisbergen, Allmendinger.
Okay, so here we go. And how is McDowell going to bunch up the restart as well?
Let's see what this Allmendinger can do. He's up here with track position. We're going to see it right here. Here we go. Here they come.
Here we go. Green flags back in the air.
Stage 3 is underway.
We saw right there again, the 88 car did not get going well.
Yeah, SVG is not as good on the restarts. But McDowell's going to do the defensive line. Here comes William Byron on the inside. Cannot get the pass done on SVG. And here comes AJ Allmendinger in third. Trying to make the pass on SVG. McDowell's going to maintain the lead. Let's see. Kyle Busch trying to make the move. He's going to send it on the inside. And Kyle Busch is going to clear Michael McDowell. Yeah, so I guess if you're SVG, you got to hope it's a long run. Because you're not good on restarts. Here comes AJ Allmendinger. Trying to make a move on McDowell for second. McDowell did not elect to pit, and he's losing a couple of positions. SVG's going for it. And he gets the move done on McDowell for now. Yeah, he clears them. Christopher Bell is in the top 5. First time he's been around there today. Oh, we got a spinner. Daniel Suarez in the background. And it looks like someone else has hit him there. Another car into the barriers. And now you think that's Connor Zillage. And the first caution for contact is out. It looks like Connor Zillage's day is going to be done. And Suarez caught up in that as well. Suarez got a good amount of damage. Looks like his day is done. Man, Suarez always runs decent here, but he gets caught up into somebody else's mess. Yeah, I did. I accepted that. Yeah, Alex Palou won. It came close. It looked like Newgarden was going to close on. Wow, that's some heavy contact between Suarez and Zillage. But yeah, I thought Newgarden was going to win because he was closing in on Palou, and Palou was behind a lap traffic, but Newgarden just lost the handling in this car late in the run, and that's what made the difference.
Ask your doctor about Pluvicto, a different type of treatment for PSMA-positive metastatic prostate cancer. It targets PSMA-positive cancer cells, so you can be you for longer, and that's no small victory. Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, and constipation. Here's to never giving up. Ask your doctor.
All right, so let's see what the top 10 looks like under the caution flag. So those two cars involved that were Suarez and Connor Zillage. So your top 3 is Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger, SVG, Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, and Carson Hocevar. I'm telling you, if SVG is going to win this race, he's got to get better on the restarts. He did not have good takeoff speed.
Just got better. Cheers to living smooth. With the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
Okay, little Wendy's hack. If you want a super fresh, high quality burger every time, tell them you want a hamburger. That's a hack, right? Huh? A hack-free burger made fresh for you? Gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome to more. Where the roads don't have limits on how fast you can go, or the sights you're going to see. Welcome to new places, familiar faces, and memories in the making. Welcome to a whole new season of NASCAR.
All right. We're back from commercial break. I don't think the cleanup should be that long since this is a road course.
Try Wendy's fresh, juicy hamburgers today. Welcome back to the EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix from Austin, Texas. Here's why we are under caution. At turn number 19, Daniel
Zillage was trying to avoid Suarez, but wrong place, wrong time.
It just always seems to work that way. Two of your cars smashing into each other, but that's definitely 50% of the cars the Trackhouse had all wiped out in one exit right there. So right here, it looks like what happened. You see this curve right here. You want to put the right side tires on the exit or on the candy cane part of that corner. So you'll split that hot dog curve that's below that. It's an extra curve on the inside. And I think Daniel Suarez, you see that access road right there? I think what happened is he got too low.
All right. Who's going down pit road?
Front tire to bouncing, and then the car just
Looks like only Alex Bowman.
But yeah, right here you see that hot dog curve. You want to put the right side and split that curve. And I think this road right here is what got the car bottomed out and pitched the car sideways.
Easy, a lot of us were getting to the dirt. Yeah. Where
people have been shortcutting that. A little greedy, getting a little greedy.
Well, there's speed there because if you miss that apex on the candy cane part and don't hook that hot dog curve, you wind up wide and then you wind up wider on the exit.
Now, stopping in the pits is the 48 of Alex Bowman. He was under penalty for cutting the course at turn number 5. He'll have to restart tail end of the longest line.
Yeah, that's exactly what we explained.
Yeah, so that's where Bowman cut the course.
But the suspension
He cut the course right before Suarez spun. That's why he had to pit.
these cars around, so you have to be super careful. I wrecked the very first practice session.
Unless you're William Byron, it has not been a good day for you for Hendrick Motorsports.
But when the rear suspension bottoms out like that, it just, when it rebounds up off those stops, it just pitches the back end around and you spin out.
So 2 cars badly damaged here. And repeated pit stops for Bowman, Larry tells us, because of a power steering issue. Plus, he'll have to go back.
Well, this goes right back to what we talked about with William Byron, right? You know, you have to keep yourself in these races and not make mistakes on the racetrack, not make mistakes on pit road. You know, you not have the gremlins of everything that.
All right, that's going to shake up the race. Probably going to get more cautions now.
With your weekend, even if you have speed.
The AMR safety crew on the scene helping the drivers involved. Well, it's been eventful. I mean, right from turn 1, lap 1, we've had action, but we've also had some stellar displays by Shane Van Gisbergen. We had Todd Reddick at the front. We've had Kyle Busch.
Well, you definitely have 2 different styles of cars. It looks like SVG's car doesn't take off very well. He's talked about the front tires not working well. Looks like the 45 car takes off good, and AJ Allmendinger has put himself in position to be a contender in this race. But right now, Kyle Busch has control.
Leave some meat on the bone for me, boys. I'm telling you, Allmendinger, you took the words out of my mouth. Allmendinger, AJ Allmendinger made that pass on SVG. I think that's important. He's going to be hard for SVG to get back around. But keep your eye on Bell and Byron. Those cars are both capable of getting the job done as well. I think they're slowly, methodically getting back up to the front where they need to be.
The top 10 are Briscoe, Chastain, Reddick, and Hocevar. All of them have been stories today.
And Chastain, Reddick, and Hocevar's back in the top 10.
Alex Bowman.
Hocevar's been bumping into drivers too this race.
Totally understand this bad timing. There was nothing. I mean, you went off the track. There's no question.
Yeah.
But the biggest there was the fact that caution came out. We talked about this in the pre-race. That's a thing, right? It's potential, and that's exactly what happened. It was before he got a chance to talk.
Pretty sure.
We served the penalty.
Yes, I do. I do play Heat 5, but I haven't. The season's already ended, so I'm probably not going to play until NASCAR 25 in September. But my league starts in November after the season. I do the watch parties only.
Between lap 40 and 43, with the exception of Michael McDowell, who is still
Yeah.
there. He is not.
I don't know. I'm starting to really not like Chastain or Hocevar that much. It seemed like they always bump into drivers.
I don't think he can hold the light to those cars up there, especially he's got 20 more laps on his tires. This could buy them a better finishing position. But right now, Michael McDowell and everybody else has to make one more trip to pit road. I think McDowell will come somewhere probably around lap 59 or 60. And honestly, for everybody else, Mike, that's when the window opens to make it to the end. They may run a little longer, but lap 60 is the magic number essentially for everybody to pit and make it to the end.
While we're cleaning up here in Austin, 43.
All right, they're still under caution, so this caution's taking longer than I thought. But what do y'all think is going to happen? I think it's going to be all chaos. I think just because of that right there, that's going to set the tone that the race is going to be completely different now. I always cringe whenever someone dives bombs into the corner because you know a wreck's going to happen. Coffee Mate commercial, so cringe.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead. Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Planning to move? Join the 6 million families who discovered a smarter, more flexible way to move with Pods. Save up to 20% now for a limited time. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, save up to 20% at pods.com today.
Toyota has 3 NASCAR Cup teams. 2311 owned by these two, but this guy actually races for his team. And they both share the track with the team owned by this guy. 3 teams, 4 legends, all going after one cup. Now you're up to speed.
Hey Tyler, think I have what it takes to be part of the NASCAR pit crew? You? Yeah, we keep Xfinity internet fast.
All right.
Home on the go. It's kind of like keeping
I mean,
fast reliable on the track.
I picked SVG in fantasy this week, so
It doesn't make it cooler.
hope SVG does good. But I'll be happy if Kyle Busch wins too.
Okay. I shouldn't be in the pit crew. I meant driver. Maybe just stick to what you're good at. Beep, beep.
Now, Xfinity is your super fast connection to NASCAR.
Tide Pods Ultra.
I'll be right back, guys.
Can't run whatever they're doing. For sure. Seriously? One up the toughest stains. Any questions? One up the power of liquid with Tide Pods Ultra Oxy. The UFL is history in motion. Going one story at a time. It's the Braves, the Mariners, and the Automotive. It's a dynasty that went back to back to back. This is the UFL. The stories continue. Welcome to Ball. No matter who you are, you'll leave with something you'll never forget. Welcome to NASCAR. The UFL is back. Skip Holtz and Roy Stallion. A spring dynasty now chasing a 4th title. The rest of the league, though, is coming for their crown. The new season kicks off March 28th on Fox. Here in Austin, Texas, your progressive race summary. 7 different leaders led by Shane Van Gisbergen for 20 laps and Kyle Busch for 13. 12 lead changes, still 34 cars on the lead lap. Make that 35 as Kyle Larson gets the free pass. Bubba Wallace, Ryan Prix won the stages. Now, can Kyle Busch, winless in 59 attempts, hold off road race ringers AJ Allmendinger and Shane Van Gisbergen and Blake McDowell? The first test will be turn 1. Yes, it will.
Well, they're going to all be more aggressive. I mean, we're just in that window that we're running out of laps and time to be able to put yourself in position to win this race. We've seen Kyle Busch take off good. We know Allmendinger will be aggressive. The 88 struggling on the restart, just kind of launching, and then you've got McDowell on the outside of the road too. That he took off better than we thought he would, but he still got old tires.
Keep an eye on that road 3 too. Byron and Bell. Then Briscoe, Chastain, Reddick, and Huss are in the top 10. As we go back to green. Told you, there's Bell to the inside of SVG. Way to the inside, right down against the line. They're going to be 3 wide into the corner. Here comes Bell and Byron as well. And Briscoe leaves. Kyle Busch gets away first.
We see Allmendinger get shoved wide. That's the tough part, being about the last car on the outside. You wind up taking a chance of getting up in the gravel right there.
12 wheels corner gravel.
Yes, sure looked that way. It's just so inviting to dive that car onto the inside.
Big AJ Allmendinger.
Yeah, you see the still going backwards.
Oh man, I'm back, and the restart's already going on, and SVG has lost a few positions. I see. Busch still has the lead.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the 88 car of SVG just doesn't fire off. we saw him have to defend against Christopher.
Yeah, he sucks on the short runs. But he is getting past McDowell right there. All right, so Kyle Busch still has the lead. Fox, you need to update your scoreboard. Thank you.
They're in contention to have a chance to win this race as we go and make our last pit stop and see where this goes on the long run. But we're fairly certain that the Gibbs cars are good on the long run. Kyle Busch's car has been solid, but I don't know if it's been as good as Bell's.
Yeah, it looks like Bell, his cars got progressively better through today. He is now in second, trying to challenge Busch for the lead. You got Briscoe, Byron, AJ Allmendinger, and SVG. And you got Chastain, McDowell, Hocevar, and Tyler Reddick. Yeah, it's costing SVG these spots. He's not good on the restarts.
Had so much fun preparing for this event, and that second stage drive from outside the top 30 to 14th, I think, was a lot of fun, and passing a lot of guys that I used to watch.
Alex Bowman spun around in the back as he's back going.
Wish it didn't end early. Thanks, Scott.
And it's getting worse for Alex Bowman. So I have turned around.
That's usually how those days go, but if they're bad, they just get worse.
And William Byron's going for the pass on Chase Briscoe, and of course, Fox likes to cut away from it, but Byron completes the pass.
Kyle Larson just got back on the lead lap with the free pass at that last caution flag. There's some Byron audio.
Some people won't stop for no reason. We're going to go back green. I think we're going to pit about 3 or 4 laps. They're going to try to go to the end. If we don't pit then, because we don't want to run 37 laps on the tires. You got to run at least 10 laps longer than that guy in the first pit. I have enough advantage. You can actually pass him.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting battle between 4th and 6th place as Byron's cars come into life towards the end.
This is my way. I want to talk to you. My car was good. I thought we were going to have a top 5 run. I don't know what really got for the week, but a top 5 run for sure, top 7 maybe. And lower pressure, the car is lower, hits everything harder. I just hit the curve, that big exhaustion right there, and it spin me out. I'm fortunate that my teammate Connor was out there, and he hit me, and I ended up my race, I hit race, like I could have a spot out on myself, I keep going, but unfortunately he was there, and sometimes it's hard. You have to make a decision to go left or to go right, and there's a little bit of smoke, and unfortunately he decided to go right, and there wasn't much room there. So a little bit fortunate, but nothing we can do now to learn and move on. Thanks, Andy.
This track is picking up. You see the shade of the racetrack. It's getting darker out here with the cloud cover. And guess what else is happening? Lap times are picking up. Rich Gravel finally made his fastest lap of the race by the first 2 times.
See, Allmendinger trying to challenge Chase Briscoe. And Bell is trying to get closer to Kyle Busch.
And just like we thought, I think that 20 car is
With the sun setting, the track's getting cooler and the track times are going up.
And that'll work in other people, some people favor and not the other. I mean, it changes the conditions of the racetrack. And if fitting on the handling characteristics of your car can look back in one way or another. Busch and Bell, a car like the part. 2 seconds on William Byron. Second back to Briscoe, Allman, and Ginsburg. And coming up around the turn, NASCAR from Phoenix.
Yeah, so McDowell that did not pit that caution before last is now in 20th. So he was trying something different. It just didn't really work. Yeah, McDowell's finally pitting. Kyle Busch kind of hit the curb there. Or got into the dirt.
Straight to the grass to get that entrance even wider into 6A.
That'll be changed next year.
And when I look at 6, it's almost like the NASCAR is saying, okay, well, the grass is going to limit you from going too far over there anyway. So, but they all know that.
You don't have to look any further than that track back there. That corner of turn 6 will lead you on to 6A. You cut that off because of the ability to.
So we got Hocevar on Gregson.
6A and moreover a good exit to 6A.
Completes the pass to stay in the top 10. Come on, I want SVG to go through the field again.
Hocevar's been in the top 10 most of the day. And on board with Toyota Cam.
Yeah, I'm glad we pulled this camera up because right now you're going to start to see, you're going to start to feel as a driver, you're really going to start to feel the physical aspect of what's happening today. And see Chastain and Reddick missed the apex of turn 1, but look at his right hand. I mean, there's just a lot of shifting. There's a lot of left to right corners that put the G-forces from one side of your body to the other side of the body, which affects your core. And all these bumps, and then as we go into 6 right here to the right and back through 6A and 6B, you're going to see the impact of the driver as you go over the bump, especially as we come off this corner right here off the 6B.
And the WeatherTech cam for Shane Van Gisbergen, right foot braking unlike just about every stock car driver ever, and what we call heel and toe. Usually it's with the heel tapping the gas and the toe tapping the brake. Now it's more of a ball of your foot on the brake and your little toe over on the gas pedal.
Watch his head, guys. I mean, look how far ahead how far he's turning his head to look as far ahead as possible in the corner, and that is, something that really you can see really well as he gets loose right there going into 16, kind of a corner that just seems like it'll never end. And he got loose getting into that corner, a lot of partial throttle right there. See that heel toe into where Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, SVG was closing on AJ, but just lost ground there.
Right, this curve. Under braking, you feel the vibration of that curve as you go over it, but you want to have that extra distance to the right to get a better angle.
There's the separation for Byron first. And Gisbergen. While those two young guns were battling, there was contact.
Well, that's right in the center.
But if this does stay green, I wonder who's going to pit early to try to leapfrog the other drivers. We got a close battle right now between Bell and Kyle Busch. But just Bell hasn't been able to pass Kyle Busch yet.
These first two guys push each other to the max. Another fastest lap of the race with 1:39.75, the 67 behind him for Bell.
As you go back to Hocevar right there, you you see that Noah Gregson has gone by him. So that track position actually worked out good for Noah. Absolutely. Gained a couple spots with that move.
Christopher Bell, boy, 2 races in a row where he's just in the right place at the right time. Don't forget, we have one more pit stop to go.
But we saw Bell drive right up to the rear bumper of Kyle Busch, and as we talked about, a lot of these places have...
So let's go for your top 10. Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, AJ Allmendinger, SVG, Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, Justin Haley, and Noah Gregson.
Today's aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating 100 years of an American icon. Here's the Goodyear view of Circuit of the Americas. Larry Mack.
Back to what Rudy Campbell told William Byron just a few laps ago. Yeah, the window's open for everybody to make it to the end. And of course, we saw what Michael McDowell did laps ago. Even Durant just chose Shea Van Gisbergen. That's 10 laps on your tires. I'll go to run 10 more. Repercussion is they don't want to have to run 35, 36, 37 laps on their tires. So I think that's why they're going to run a little slow.
Let's see.
Thanks, Larry.
Allmendinger's trying to pass Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe's blocking.
In this race is dively inside by Allmendinger. Now, is there an advantage to pitting together? Is there an advantage to not pitting on the same line?
I guess just hitting your marks and making them mistakes, and that might mean getting different laps on another.
But if one of those top 3 pits, you better not be far behind them. You're going to be giving up a lot of time to stick or fresh tires.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to step away as we come to 34 to go, but we're going to go clock side by side. So drivers have a look at whether you won't miss a thing. Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, William Byron out in front. Yes.
All right. Still got quite a bit of laps left and time in this race. So your top 10 is Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, AJ Allmendinger, SVG, Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, Justin Haley, and Ryan Blaney is your top 10. Yeah, it seems like right now some drivers get close to each other, but just not really able to make any passes.
Not feeling the grays but don't want to color? Try Just for Men Control GX gray reducing shampoo. Just shampoo like you do to gradually reduce grays. Now boosted with keratin. Care looks 2 times thicker to keep you looking your best. Control GX shampoo.
It's game time and shot clock is running down on Subway's $6.99 foot-long deal. Fresh sliced deli meat, fresh crispy veggies. Too much good stuff. Order now on the Subway app. Use code 699FL now. Deal's only here until March 13th.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Briscoe giving a bumper to AJ Allmendinger. Getting a little impatient.
Flex this contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best the man can get is Gillette Labs.
The new leg is officially protected by
Ty Gibbs under Brad Keselowski.
You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us. That's right. It was one of those books that smelled bad, but
Connor Zillage, yeah, he crashed with Daniel Suarez the last caution.
Live without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. It's not okay.
I'll show you the ropes, kid. Show you the ropes. There it is. I'll show you the ropes.
All Prix, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Dad, if you're listening right now, help me stay safe.
Fox tomorrow. The stronger the one intensifies. While the game shifts to live strategy.
We have your back, you Howard.
Your life's made. Everyone's looking at us like we're the bad guys.
But I had no idea Kyle Busch was going to be leading this much today. So he's doing pretty good.
Spanish girl French kiss on the first date. This is the front of his car.
I think so far, the last I checked, he's in like the top 10.
Next week, NASCAR roars into Phoenix, Arizona. Friday, ARCA Menard Series racing begins at 8 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Saturday, NASCAR Xfinity Series racing begins at 5 p.m. Eastern on the CW. Sunday, it's NASCAR Cup Series action on FS1 at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Check your local listings or go to NASCAR.com for the latest tune-in information.
32 laps to go. And Gisberg and Briscoe for 5th place. Allmendinger just ahead.
Yeah, these two guys have been going at it, right?
So yeah, SVG trying to pass Briscoe right there. Gets into the bumper.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just the case of when to give and just say, okay, I need to concede this position. But like you say, now he wound up fighting there, and Briscoe cost himself 2 spots and 1 extra.
Well, they had enough to push him up out of the way in 20, and then Reddy got around him too. Kyle Busch continues to lead Christopher Bell and William Byron. In fact, of the first 8 drivers, 2nd through 8th, every one of them has been to victory lane.
So Chase Elliott's the first one in.
It's been interesting to see the gap kind of come and go as these guys have gone through the laps. A lot of times I can't tell if Kyle Busch is better or worse. I'm sorry, Christopher Bell is better or worse, but I think his car is better if he can actually just make the pass and get some clean air.
Makes a run out, and just like you said, gets right to his bumper, can't do anything with him. It's like his brain and his mind's telling him, all right, back up, let's save our tires, and then he runs right back to him. But make no mistake, these two have done everything on this racetrack but win. They've been 2nd, they've been 3rd. These guys got a win coming.
Remember, Bell won last week at Atlanta. He's trying to make it 2 in a row.
I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I mean, that's why it's hard to tell.
That's why it's fun to watch.
Some of that is this racetrack because it has such different sections of the racetrack where you go up the hill, you have heavy braking, sharp corners, and then you dive down into 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's got that flat flow of the S's. So really what you want in those sharp corners and the forward drive corners is a lot different than what you would want out of your car in the S's.
Well, I think they're giving you all they got. The biggest thing is they've still got a stop here, and that's going to mistakes from the pin. Look how much they're cutting that corner off now. That's the stop that's going to make the difference in the end of this race. I don't think there's a more motivated driver on this racetrack than Kyle Busch. I want my kids to see me as a winner. He has said he won a truck race this season. Some would say taking candy from the kids in the truck series. Some would also say yesterday Connor Zellin stole the candy from the grown-ups in the Xfinity series. Okay, that's racing, but it's been 59 races since Kyle Busch has been to victory lane in NASCAR's premier series. The one he races in every week and the one in which...
Yeah, Kyle Busch has obviously had the best car right now. Bell may have the better car too, but just Bell hasn't been able to get past Busch.
That's going to be the interesting part. But as these cars start to wear the tires, I mean, the workload just continues to go up, and you're kind of managing the slide of the cars as you go through the corner. We've had a lot of foot cams today and been able to watch the footwork on the braking zone, but now that we have this camera right here, you're going to see these guys work the wheel, and as they go up the hill into turn 1, this is a corner where you have to turn your head all the way. You don't really pick up the apex when you're looking to the left. You don't really pick that apex up until you're about halfway into the turn towards it because it's such a sharp corner.
I'm not sure these two exchange Christmas cards. They do.
Yeah, so Busch has extended the gap the longer the run has been.
Here's a look at it. That was 3 years ago, and this was last year.
Yeah, I mean, this is just what happens when you're racing in front of Kyle Busch. He was not happy about the way that the last one went in 2024. So he voiced his displeasure with Christopher Bell after the race.
Laps to go. And these two, as Clint pointed out, both set their fastest laps of the race at lap 66 laps ago. Christopher Bell has the fastest lap of the race, followed by Bushman and Reddick.
You heard how rough it is right there as you come off of 19. You hear that?
Sorry, I haven't really been saying much. I'm just really interested in watching this battle. But your top 10 is pretty much the same the last time I said it. Waiting for these pit stops to see what all happens. Who pits first? Who's going to have the winning strategy here if we stay green?
Justin in the first 3 events that we've covered, but today has been a solid day and definitely has more speed in their cars than they had last year for sure.
He's the leader of the Young Guns category, drivers 25 years of age and younger. He had a runner-up on the road course at Chicago in 2023. SVG.
Okay, Bubba Wallace is in.
Getting in final pit stop here. That'll begin the pit cycle.
Well, let's not forget all the struggles that the 8 car has had on pit road. This will be the most important pit stop that they've had of the year to execute correctly. With a lot of pressure.
This week, Fox College hopes Friday tips off an 8 Eastern Big Ten showdown. 20th ranked Purdue looks to take their place.
If Bell would have stayed in striking distance, he could have tried to pit before Kyle Busch. I mean, he may still try to do that, but I don't know. The gap has been extended now.
Look back at the Pulsar, Tyler Reddick. He's in 6th place, 9 seconds off the lead. A little further back in 8th, Peter Ross Chastain is this time.
It looks like Reddick's pitting right now.
And here's William Byron in the pit lane. Tyler Reddick.
And so is William Byron.
And 19 and the ones coming. Briscoe and Chastain.
I think SVG should have pitted there.
Scheduled pit stops under green to get you to the finish.
And I would think this will pull the rest of them in the next lap, wouldn't you, Larry? I would think so.
I mean, if your car's good on the long run, though, and you have fresher tires, it may help you. But I don't think a lap or 2 fresher tires make a difference.
And the guys up front, they have a little bit of space to burn. Even if you're giving up a second or a second and a half a lap, you've got some time to burn. And that gap between the first several cars is pretty big from fourth on back.
We're hearing the leader may come this time. 26 to go.
Let me stop clicking.
Yes, it is.
Okay. They're saying that the leaders are coming in this time, so. Cody Ware's in the back. So Kyle Busch is in. What does Bell do? Bell stays out.
Well, we heard them mention that strategy that they want to run a little bit longer to get some fresher tires.
Pretty quiet on the radio. The main feedback is that it takes too long to fire and get going. That's what Kyle Busch has said. Quiet otherwise.
So it looks like Kyle Busch was the only one to pit that lap. Justin Haley and Ryan Preece are also in the pit. So is Joey Logano. Kyle Busch had a good stop there.
look back at Allmendinger and SVG having those fresher tires as they get towards the end of this race, if a caution or something does come out, or just being able to capitalize on the speed of the tires, it all just depends on the circumstances of the end of the race. And I think from third, fourth back, I think those guys figured that they needed a little help if it ran green anyway, so why not take a chance?
Yeah, so we're going to have 25 laps to go.
Exactly the decision. That's a lot of laps on the racing to go, like Larry alluded to. And
So I think
the best news for Kyle Busch is that he came out in front of a whole pack of cars that were already on the racetrack, and now he's at the head of that group, so he should be able to have clear track and minimum time or maximize his time gain on these new tires instead of being stuck in the middle of the pack trying to.
So it looks like Allmendinger's in. Bell stays out. Looks like Bell and SVG are running it long. Which is not a bad idea. If your cars are going on a long run, take your chance. Uh-oh, did SVG cut the corner there?
last year, Bell did this thing, ran long, and almost ran down the leader. Eventually, the leader, Buddy Byron.
Well, right now, that's why they're telling Kyle Busch that he needs to maximize everything that he can with these laps. That he's on new tires, clear race.
All right, so it looks like they're waiting on the pit for Bell now.
His tires, so it's it's just it's a game of time right now.
You saw the next winning Christopher Bell this time. Clear racetrack ahead of Kyle Busch.
Gosh, he got so lucky right there with the positioning of where he came out from behind the cars.
Okay, here comes Bell and SVG in. See, with clearer racetrack, it looked like SVG gained some time. Well, SVG stays out. Yeah, so SVG also trying to run it long. Let's see, and Bell is away. I think Kyle Busch is going to beat him. Yeah, he easily beats Bell off pit road. Let's check on my stream. I think it's still working, but I'm going to check.
They are now separated by 6.5 seconds. That's how much Kyle Busch has made up with fresh tire.
Okay, we're good. If I'm SVG, I'd pit soon.
Very reminiscent of the last race here. That's a lot of racing left before laps to go.
Now, Austin Cedric has had a horrible weekend since practice. Did not qualify well, said it's the worst car he has ever had, and raced in the mid-30s.
No, SVG still stays out. He's really taking a big risk if the caution comes out.
I'm glad you mentioned him because it'll be short. But you would expect Austin to be really good on the road courses, and they have had. We thought they were okay in practice, best of the floors probably, but they have really struggled since the qualifying session all the way.
Okay, Blaney's in.
Ryan Blaney got us up to second spot before making his help.
Larry, is it surprising you that May Ginsburg is staying out this long? Yeah, the only thing I can figure that Stephen Durant is trying to do is basically split it in half. That way he's not having a lot of laps on 2 set of tires, but
downside, I know cautions have been few and far between. The downside, if a caution comes out, his day is done. His day is done to these guys that just did no rest time.
Well, I don't think they thought they could win, Larry. I think that they just were like, hey, we got to do something different because they were just too far behind. And, you know, if this, if we get to the end of this run and those tires fall off a cliff, that might be his only chance.
We're hearing a couple more laps before he will make his stop.
That goes pretty good. But like that, that's really didn't have like they got to be very close to it.
I think it's going to surprise these other cars. We haven't seen this many laps run all day. You told us that, Larry. I like this car. I think the back half of this run is going to be very important to have speed. It might play right in his favor as well as Bell.
Yes, well, SVG still stays out there.
Maybe 6 less laps on his tires than Kyle Busch.
And here's Cindric under Christopher Bell. Remember, Bell pitted later than Kyle Busch and William Byron. William Byron pitted the earliest.
Well, you see Shane going through turn 2 right here, so it's definitely.
Feels pretty good up here leading all by myself. You sure?
You guys, he's complaining. It's not good. Fresh tires and low air pressure.
Well, one thing that will help that is clean air, and I think it'll be interesting to see where he comes out on the racetrack because I have a feeling he's going to be right in the middle of that group that Christopher Bell was in because of the time that he's lost. So he's going to wind up somewhere in that traffic.
Josh Berry on the road and Christopher Bell stop.
Okay, SVG should be pitting this time. Is this the right strategy? Or will a caution ruin his race? Well, we'll see if this works for SVG. He must have a good pit stop, too.
That's certainly giving up a lot of speed. It's not going to necessarily feel good.
See.
16-second lead coming in on Kyle Busch. Here's Regan.
Mike Learback is exactly right. He has, in particular, been complaining ever since this set of tires went on the car that there was no grip anywhere. He did finally report to Prix at the end of that run that it was starting to come to him, starting to feel pretty good overall for the lack of grip that he's had. So there's more tires here.
And he's away. Solid stop.
Spot. 5 cars are going to overhaul him before he gets out on track and up to turn number 1.
So he gets in behind, looks like Chase Briscoe. And the tires are going to be cold. But he's about 14 seconds behind Kyle Busch, but he's got to pass about 8 cars to get to him.
So Kyle Busch back to the lead, 502.3 Christopher Bell 5 back all the way to 10.
Yeah, but if SVG is going to win, I think it's kind of what he did at Watkins Glen before they got that late race caution. Hit it later and he ran Buescher down, but then he had that late race caution, and that's how Buescher was able to win. The race is going to be good. The ending will. See, how far is SVG behind? Well, Gilliland's pitting, so he's going to be He's going to get past Gilliland here. Does Briscoe need to pit? I don't think so.
Did not much care for this track, but he was a lot happier about it yesterday after he won the outside of the front row for today's race, and he's worked his way solidly back up in the top 20, currently in 15 seconds back in the lead.
Yeah, see, Bell is like 5 seconds behind Kyle Busch. Byron's about a second and a half. But it's more of, I think, Kyle Busch has got to worry about Christopher Bell at the moment. So your top 10, if you're tuning in, is Kyle Busch, William Byron, Christopher Bell, AJ Allmendinger, Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe, SVG, Ross Chastain, Justin Haley, and Alex Bowman's in 10th. Chase Elliott, after having a rough day, is in 14th right now.
Toyota is competing under the global Toyota Gazoo racing banner starting this season. The Gazoo racing brand has achieved success globally through Akio Toyota's pursuit of using motorsports to test and refine vehicles under extreme track conditions. At select races this year, fans can check out the GR Garage, which highlights Toyota's commitment to pushing the limits on the track to build ever better vehicles. Wherever Toyota races, Toyota Gazoo Racing competes as one. With every lap, every stint, and every race focused on building better vehicles.
Number 99 GTP car was fueled by Dan Gurney's team. In his driving years, Gurney was NASCAR's ultimate road course ringer. He ran 9 races at Riverside, California in the 60s up through 1970. He won 5 of those 9, mostly for the Woodbridge.
Yeah, SVG may not win, but he's going to gain some spots, I believe. He's already really close to Chase Briscoe.
He stayed out a couple more laps on tires, and his tires are definitely newer, and he's running them down. Will that last? Will he keep running them down?
He's knocked a second out of Busch's lead over the last lap and a half. Gisbergen there ahead with Briscoe now.
Well, we know he has the biggest tire advantage of anybody in the field, but as long as he waited to pit, so make quick work of Briscoe right there.
That 15-second gap is a lot. Well, yeah, 15 seconds.
Yeah, and like we talked, I mean, they knew that they didn't have a chance to win, so they wanted to put themselves in a position to where, you know, if something happens at the end of this race, they have better tires, and that was going to be their best shot. He'll probably get pretty close to where he was on the racetrack regardless, but he's way behind compared to where he started.
Here comes Reddick on Allmendinger.
This will be for 4th place.
And completes the pass easily.
And Allmendinger with 2-lap fresher tires than Reddick, but unable to take advantage there.
Yeah, I think SVG may be able to, maybe at the most, get up to Reddick. I think that's about it. Unless we get a light race caution.
Just ran his fastest lap of the race.
He went to the whip, right? I mean, we're off the turn floor and going for it in a horse race, but can it last? There's still 18 laps to go.
Well, he doesn't need to.
Don't abuse those tires.
And he doesn't need to waste a bunch of time.
Oh, Austin Dillon and Denny Hamlin have spun around. Austin Dillon stuck in the gravel. This could bring a caution. Yeah, he's beached in the gravel. That's going to be a caution. And the caution is out. Wow.
Now, who has been a factor of that? That would be SVG. Those softer tires put him right back into contention with those guys.
Well, the fresher tires, you know, I think for SVG, I mean, that was exactly what they were hoping for. They They knew that they weren't going to catch up because of how far they were behind. Now they put themselves.
All right, that helps SVG. That spin out right there. Him hitting later. It's going to give him good advantage here.
That's back out the window. He's been running laps. Okay. NASCAR will get Austin Dillon out of the kitty litter there. Here's what happened.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin locked it up and got into Austin Dillon right there. All right, that changes everything. Oh, this race is going to get good. I wonder if anyone pits in the back. Because we still got a good portion of laps left. It's not like it's really close to the end. So Austin Dillon's finally out of gravel. The only thing I'm concerned about, SVG has not been good at restarts. I don't know. Austin Hill's not even in this race. I mean, Austin Dillon. Oh, he got hit by Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin locked up under him, and it spun him out, and Austin Dillon got stuck in the gravel, and that's why the caution came out. Yeah, but as I was saying about SVG, I'm concerned about him on the restarts, but he